Good evening, starlights. How are we? I hope we are well. It's time to actually finish ARR. I was going to finish last night, but Sonic Racing. You can totally see the hand gesture I'm doing. We're going to plod on and finish off ARR finally. Finally. So no more messing around. We're just going to get started. You must be weary, Luna. And now may very well be your only chance to... Antecedent! Antecedent. Anti.
It's showtime.
Perfect timing. A messenger from Uldar has arrived with a missive for you. A royal seal. Curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzea Alliance, Her Royal Majesty, Nanamo Ulnamo, invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Uldar in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege, you for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurous contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. All three refuse to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? Aye, but mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzea Alliance. We have scarce had time to mourn Moonbreeder, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse, but I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Kataru, if you'd do me the favour of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. Curious. I've never known Tatara to sign such requests. It ought to be amiss. Oh, it's this little bit. I have some minor grievances about this little bit, much as I love Tataru. I get what it's setting up. It's just... I don't know. It does feel a little bit padding as well. Kataru is conspicuous by her absence.
Sloppy!
Sloppy! Oh god, Kev found the sloppy! Hi, Kev. Padding in ARR? Surely you jest. Yeah, not long to go. Sloppy! Oh, that's gonna be fun later. Much later. That is way down the line.
Space Jam, here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
I wasn't ready for Space Jam Supreme Taco. I'm so used to the Titan one. Oh dear. thank you for the bits, Kev. Tataru? I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied. That hit? Oh, we're off to a great start with this stream. He's using blurb. It's, so on the screen of my stream, I think it's on the right side, there should be a little, like, button that comes out.
Step on me, please.
Oh, fuck. What was that? Tataru! Oh, she's up there. Oh, Luna, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. Well, it's not nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face each day. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. You always know what to say, Luna. I'm glad we had this little chat.
I didn't say anything. I'm having a tuxedo mask moment. I didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything. I found out that Silent Hill, but not Silent Hill, found out Fatal Frame has just got an outfit collaboration with Silent Hill F. And I was like, and it's free. So I was like, man, I love Silent Hill F. My work here is done. But you didn't do anything. Whoosh. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Luna made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you've certainly earned the rest. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. Fatal Final Silent Fantasy Fill Frame 2. Oh my god, that hurt my brain. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Howry Boulder and Coultonay have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I, too, should acquire the power to defend myself and others, more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. She gives me such Isabel vibes. Oh, there she goes.
Whoa, hey! This is the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by Lalafell. I've never seen Mr. Taru so determined. The sort of befell with which I might help, Antecedent.
Not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me?
Oh, yes. Pray, excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. And I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind, of course, be assigned to our party.
Very well. I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I'm able.
My thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave of you. I did nearly pay Fatal Frame tonight. I was tempted, but I would like to get this finished. Into Ishgard. Unlock Astrologian.
The power to defend oneself? Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think of it, I do recall Eorzea mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanema.
Perhaps she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Imzilla Minsa. Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I'm not alone in my concern for her safety. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Howry Boulder with a capable adventurer? Well, I am sorry to say that I've yet been able to do so. Now, I realise that you are rather more than a capable adventurer, and escort duty is frankly beneath a woman of your talents, but I've no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this matter? Sure, why not? Generous to a fault. I thank you, Luna. It seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea, taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Imagine you could say no, yeah, Luna's just like, Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Howry Boulder and Coltonay were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You truly are a pillar of strength, Luna. Howry Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. Alright, we'll go do the Tataru one first. You just look at Midfield and go, nah, mate. Wow, there's lots of people. Holy shit, that Viera's got her buns out. She feels a soft breeze every time she walks. Valid, honestly. Nah, fam! Open to titty. Oh, that's right, Tataru gets her own little Arcanist coat. She just looks so cute. Luna! What are you doing here? Came to see what you were up to. I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru Taru, shall become a great and powerful Arcanist. I'm Trixie, the great and powerful. Sorry. And now, at Mistress Fulbergine's behalf, I must go and complete a special training exercise. Until we meet again. My TikTok is like all My Little Pony stuff, and it's like, I kind of want to rewatch it all. I should draw more Lunapon. I used to have a fan pony called Merry Melody, but she kind of like got turned into an original OC away from pony stuff. Ah, if it isn't Luna, what brings you to the guild? So you are acquainted with our newest member. An Arcanist of your experience must see that her potential is somewhat lacking. Nevertheless, she would not be denied and goes now to undertake her first trial, a simulated inspection of 3 crates. Doubtless you recall receiving similar training under Kilia's supervision. A thought occurs to me. Why not oversee Tataru's training yourself? Given your relationship with the girl, and your familiarity with the task, I think you're the ideal choice. You need only head to the cliffs south of the Zephyr Gate as before, and observe at a distance. I do like that, the little nod that, you know, hey, I was, because for those who don't know, I was originally an Arcanist before I switched to White Mage, because I really didn't want to play Scholar anymore. There's nothing against Scholar. I just prefer White Mage. Reasons.
O'er azure seas the pirate's port, where she met her shining jewel. For to bring the smuggler's plan to naught, came the lass whom none could fool. Beat 'em with a backdraft, got 'em with a gust, deck 'em with a downburst, go, carbuncle, go. Oh, are those crates I spy? Ah, and this must be the true test. But we are ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle?
Carbuncle's like, see you later.
Carbuncle?
Nope.
Oh, come back, Carbuncle, come back!
Nope. This is why I have Blep on. Or Blurp.
Hi, Tataru. What are you doing? I should have known you'd come, Luna. You needn't say a word. Your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own carbuncle and left to the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mistress Fobergheim of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanema, like so much else, is beyond me.
Luna would like cuddle her, because no tears. Come here, it's okay to fail. You learn from failure. Like, failing is part of life. I do as well. I know what it's like to want to be more and to contribute more, and things just don't always click. Something is not meant for you. It's okay to fail, loser. No! Whoa, that's a wall. I apparently fail at directions. See? I don't know how to ride a Haunts. Oh dear.
Meow.
Back so soon? How fared our fledgling Arcanist?
Abysmally, Mistress Fobergheim. Abysmally, as Luna will testify. I was wrong to become an Arcanist. Wrong as usual. I am completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time.
Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanema. Were it not so, you would have struggled even to summon Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree?
You are too kind, Mistress Fobergheim. Though I do not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged.
There is actually a good life lesson there, though. Why are you sad? Stop being sad. I don't like it when you're sad. As fetching as these garments are, I fear I should never don them again. I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Wonderful. Then to Costa del Sol we will go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. We're going to the beach? I would be too. I'd be like, fuck, dude. Look how cute she is! Darling! Yes, this is it. This is where the man at the Drowning Wench told me to look. There is a certain variety of clam which can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore. One which produces the most marvellous pearls. However, these clams are also coveted by certain wild creatures. And since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. Luna just very confused, but just kind of shrugs and goes along with it. What fortune! I've already found one. Would you be so kind as to keep watch while I work? It should only take a moment. She looks so cute with the little sun hat on. I love her. We protect the cinnamon roll. Oh, hi. Yeah, that tracks, unfortunately, Earthheart. I don't remember this thing being so sturdy. Money.
Money coming in?
Oh Lord!
I'm poor now!
Same, Solus. Same. Well fought, Luna. Well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize. A bounty of blood pearls. So named for their reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they will always come home. It's sort of the power to defend myself and other people, in a way. Right, well, I mustn't keep Flamin waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the Scions and the Lominsa markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Should we be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the antecedent and tell her that she needn't worry about me. Farewell, Luna, and thank you for everything. That sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? rogue wave just sweeps her out to sea suddenly. Gurgling echoes off in the distance. So mean. I remember, okay, so the original version of that questline for Tataru was a lot longer. She did things like mining and like herbalism and stuff like that as well. It was a sweet side story for like her character, but it was such unnecessary padding. It was a case of, yeah, that has no reason to exist. Unless you really want to know more about Tataru, which, like, the game tells you way better stuff later on about her. Pick up the bucket, carry the bucket, fill the bucket. Yep. Where is he? Oh, is he in the Rising Stones? Oh. I get that there are people who love the OG ARR, but I've played through OG ARR twice. I'm good. Ah, Luna! Is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? Huzzah! What did I tell you, Coltonay? Our misfortune has become a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the Warrior of Light herself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route. Oh god, OG Westwind Gang when Quam was mandatory? Children never know. True, but our mission is the same. Separated by malms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Luna, we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He's waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Luna! In spirit we shall be together every step of the way. I ship these two, by the way. Like, I totally ship them. They are absolutely husbands. You can't change my mind. Oh, they totally fucked! Oh, that's funny. Oh dear. There's so many locked doors in the Rising Stones. Everybody getting laid at the end of the world. At last, the Scion's woman deigns to grace me with her presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Isomha. We are late enough as it is. Alright, calm down. Nay! Welcome to the Space Jam. Alright. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments... Hi, chatbox. I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then please, stand at appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. Fine, just push you off the ledge if you talk to me like that again. And!
Oh, Hant. I mentioned to Kev about me and Coconut more. Every damn stream. It's my calling card. Finn! It's the birthday, Finn. Happy birthday, Finn. Talks like an old man. I like a man who talks like an old man. It's more dignified. That's why Luna likes Grahart here. I see we've both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome. Though if I can make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in future. I do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. The look Luna would give him for that one comment. As he walks on, she'll be like, excuse you. Oh, wait, what? Have I really restricted it? Now then, Snake Malta waits. Shall we? Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I really want blastingly loud stuff on my stream. Maybe I'll change it in the future, I don't know. Just kind of, you know, don't know how viewers would appreciate if all you suddenly hear is discordant coconut mall out of nowhere. Hey, what you got? Right about here, yes. As before, I'd ask you keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. Snake.
It's a train!
Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected.
Hey, Stinky!
Says you. Though perhaps I should come as no surprise. I'm not given to superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Oh, that's just me. That's just the air I give off in any room I walk into. Let's just quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We've almost sight to survey. Oh, wait, hang on. Hey, Han! Look what I got. You can feel the side-eye from over here. Ah. So funny. Gonna go goop and belch at your character. It's so aggressive. As before, my guardian, pray leave me to my task and ensure our safety. Fine. Stand over here. These look pretty. This data should provide invaluable to... Eeh! Gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantoids while my back was turned? You do own an ice horse, this is true. Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. One of my clothing reeking of blood and offal. I've never had offal. I choose to paddle in the ichor a while longer, I take it. No matter. I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear there's been a measurable decrease in Eorzea's ambient aether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. This guy has been pushed into the swamp at this point. I'm not even being, like, funny about it. For next survey, I would ask you to escort me to Earth Front. The ambient aether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now come along. Oh wow, we're only 1, 2, 3, 4 quests to go, guys. After we finish this one. Closing in. We're closing in. You gotta get popcorn and everything ready. Slap the Scott. Bitch! Slap, slap, slap. Clap, clap, clap. I don't even know where I'm flying. My mount can fly no higher? Screw you, I'll do what I want. I have right now on my desk, by the way, chat. I have ice cream iron brew. It is very nice. Hi, bitch. On my desk! What did you think I said? You should be more than familiar with procedure by now. Try to find a suitable position from which to keep watch while I take measurements. Mint Sprite? Well, I suppose if you think about it, that would just be a mojito or something, wouldn't it? Quickly. Yes. Yes, quite high. It's still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th Astral Era. Need an ice cream game shopping game. Be gone, bot. The presence of a prime will account for the difference. Or is there something else? Something else. Something else. Scion!
Remember, in Zootopia, they're having ice cream, so it's somebody's job to be professionally milked. Until we meet again!
Hey, man. Well, that was cursed knowledge I didn't need to think about today. Have you been milked for your ice cream?
Scion! Scion, come here! I need you!
Hey, man. My boy! No!
Is that my boy? I don't think that's my boy. not, my friends! Help has arrived! There you are, Luna! Haori and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Gutted like a hog, but not by one, no. These wounds were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he's put up much of a fight either. Nary a mark on his sword or his shield. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Grave operations in this area. What caused Wilred to come here? What should we do? We will see to the scholar's protection, Luna. I and the boy's remains. We should return to the Rising Stones. The antecedent will want to know what's happened here. So do I. Sadness! See, that's the problem, Kev. You start playing with the blurb, and then you're just like, I want to play with the blurb more. It's an addiction, I'm telling you. Sorry, I just, felt something on my lip. Ugh. Welcome home, Luna. I gather you found Chitaru and Limsa Liminsa. My, it sounds as though she had quite an adventure. While it did not end as she had hoped, I suspect it will prove to be a valuable experience. Existence? Experience. Oh god, sorry. I dare say
I just found out there's an actual clinical name for what you call it when you can't sleep at night and you just eat instead. It's called insomnomnomnomnomnia.
I love that voice clip. It's insomnomnomnomnia. I dare say she could have managed without her intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. Luna, you are returned. And you seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so? We found a dead body. Wilred? Dead? Mayhap murdered? By the 12, how could that be? I will send word to Alfino at once. He will want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wilred's family. But he was just a boy. Who would do this and why? The money. The recent events weigh heavily on our minds. We must need to set them aside for now. We've come... Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Oh, God. I've had a nasty tickle in my throat today. Oh. We've come to a defining moment in Eorzean history. Grand commemoration of our joint defense of Ishgard, the first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean alliance. Failing that, it should at the very least serve to bring our nations closer together. We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? We have bested Dravanians and Asians both. Against desperate odds we have fought and won. But the primals still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation. And our triumphs, remarkable though they are, were bought at a terrible price. The aid of adventurers and allies, broken on the steps of faith, and before our eyes in this very room, our dear friend Moonbreeder. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is as bitter as ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front that might serve as a beacon of hope to all. Look at her smile, you little cheeks.
Are you sure?
Hi, Cara. Seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I've instructed the others to meet us in Uldar. We might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Tataru and Lam in a note. If they do not return quickly, I'll have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Nymphalia is me at any party. There's my boy. Off to the big soiree, Luna. Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not. You don't look best pleased, lass. Something on your mind? Why, the navigator! Where's dead? God damn it, they must have known they'd been rumbled. Sod it. 'Tis past time we had this talk. After our last conversation, I got to thinking about where certain funds were coming from. So I had to dig around on the quiet like, and sure enough, I found it. Seems a fair bit of coins made its way into the Braves' coffers, courtesy of a Dodo Consortium. A daft name for a business if ever I had one, which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again, found another half-dozen donations from organisations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find the common thread, all owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed us up for the amateurs we are. Short of calling one of his businesses the bloody bribery consortium, I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules and financial contributions. The gods only know how many of the men of the first and third had taken Telegi's coin. Now we know his son and ma, I wager me right eye they're the ones what did for Wilred. The earnest young fool taken to asking the wrong kind of questions. Bound to attract attraction he was. Should have seen it coming at the time, but I didn't. Gods damn me. Still, I don't see what Telegi hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of a drunk pissing into the wind. No, he's cleverer than this. So we need to be cleverer too. That's the only way I'll ever repay this debt of blood. We'll purge every one of them traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that, you have me word. Ah, Luna. Mind yourself in you're in Uldar, eh? We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. The kind that'll sweep a man overboard and drag him under before he knows it.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then. Oh dear. Why am I getting a notification? Stop it. We've been waiting for you, Luna. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I had hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momodi just sent word that you're needed at the quicksand. Who's that running towards me? I saw someone running towards me. Aggressively. We will go on ahead, Luna. Pray join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. Give my regards to Momodi and let her know I will call upon her anon. I see a bob cat! You're not stealthy at all. You're not stealthy at all. Am I taller than you? Are you a short king? You're a short king! Get back here! I appreciate you dropping in at such short notice, Luna. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with a crystal brave by the name of Alien, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Well, anyway, she came round for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Said if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got her before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of the coffin. There's something I must show you. A short message, I'll grant you. She thought long and hard before picking these words. Barely touched her food too. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought those signs of a troubled heart. But something tells me she ain't planning to ask your thoughts in a gentleman caller. Let the ad run, only because it means then we should hopefully be good for the big final cutscene. As you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander, and all too soon the ghosts of comrades lost and the enemy slain begin to file by your mind's eye in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but see no signs of Alian. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of Kikarin and the buzzing of Syraphids, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Luna, is that you? What brings you out this way? Cake. Lieutenant Alian? No, I haven't seen her about. If she'd come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed the spot a dozen times. I patrolled the city's environs. I counted the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the other honoured guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. I pray return to Aldar Luna. A chance to meet the lieutenant. I will tell her you were here.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
We're closing in, folks. I reckon you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Alien. What's the matter? No appetite? So she wasn't there, but this was, eh? Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist vial. Beyond that, I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. Any road, no use worrying about Alianne. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long. And when she does, we'll soon find out what this is all in aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. Would you believe that while you were away, another message arrived for you? Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems Her Grace desires a private audience. Her handmaiden will meet you on the Royal Promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So what are you waiting for? Go on then.
You needn't trouble yourself so. Your Grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your Grace is ready, I shall summon the Warrior of Light.
She really does.
I am.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
She will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required her attention, but it did not sound serious.
I agree, Fen, and I think we need that like level of arrogance and overconfidence. Yeah, I know, right? Like my warrior of like, excuse me, you don't own me, child. So as a heads up, I will be probably a little bit quieter now because there's going to be a lot of cutscenes and talking, but I will interject as and when. Thank you for coming, madam. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or if you are ready, it would be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chambers forthwith. There it is, everyone! Upon proceeding to the bedchambers, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Get comfy, get that popcorn, get your drinks. It's time to finish ARR.
Enter. Your Grace, your guest has arrived. Pray, come in and take your ease.
"'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde."
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words after the fact.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of Her Grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, Pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. "'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one."
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon. You wished a word, Yu Hase?
You may go. Your Grace. You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me? I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
Can I get a shout out, please? Apologies.
Your Grace!
Thank you for the raid.
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance. I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
Hi there, Cam Clark. That is the Crystal Brave salute. I love this cutscene. It's a very good cutscene. Yes, thank you very much for the raid.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away!
I can, Clark.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
Whatever is going on in there? Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You'd best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. As you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
I will say, Teleji's voice actor absolutely crushes this scene.
This woman stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamu Namo and is suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison her grace was found upon the assassin's person.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded her grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh, yes, I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
This cannot be. Nanamo. Nanamo. No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
He got what he deserved. I'm just saying.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members.
Hi, Camplark.
You're one of them! You've been in league with the Scions all along!
You're next, you scheming bastard!
Raban!
7 hells!
Boo, Hant. Lim there.
Admiral, we must leave.
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Gilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me. You die! I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
And that is why Raban is the go. I'm just saying. Which way is the go?
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share poor Nanamo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papa Shan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Nanamo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
The rest of you, go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papa Limo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
Minfilia, we cannot linger!
Get used to seeing Minfilia's sad face, by the way.
Now look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papa Limo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last. Let them have it, Ida!
was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar. The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
Here, Wiggle.
This way!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this. What do you mean to do? Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
Shut up, Thancred.
My friends. Leave us!
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance? Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done. Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Inferior.
Heidelin, she speaks to me. No! I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. "'Tis the only way.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Taleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
Good, Alfie.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway.
I like his voice. Yorkshire lad! Yorkshire man!
Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard!
Oh, you guys didn't hear that because I had Blurp off. I think. Where's it still on?
I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Ul'dah and likely needed a helping hand getting away. Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Eorzea, but 'twould appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
We can deal with your trauma later, Alphino. By God, are we going to deal with it?
And who might you be, young sir?
Best boy right here.
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monetarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
By the way, don't get too much used to these voices for much longer. We're going to be switching over to the new cast very soon. Yeah, safety first, wallow in pity later. I'm sure we'll just keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Uldar and get a lay of the land. Maybe provide a distraction if need be. He's so sad. Look at this sad boy. I shouldn't be laughing. Oh shit, the guy looks the same. Alright, let's go. Just turned off audio speech. Thank you, Matt. Oh, I'm really sad I didn't have blurb switched on because the one that Kev just played was like fucking perfect. That's why it made me laugh so much. Oh dear. Grace Driver and Brumsley he is. You've got 10 bits left. Most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he left us aid without a moment's hesitation. Only a hint of concern for his
Barnsley's
own...
greatest driver here, ladies and gentlemen.
That was the one that Kev played! Oh, he played it like the best moment as well. I'm so annoyed I forgot to turn blurb back on. It was so good. It was so good. Look, I will imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Luna, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not how I envisioned it all. If you didn't catch who his dad is Roban. Master Alfino, you must not give in to despair, but only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Luna are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Master Taropin, but I... Alfino, my boy! Sorry to keep you waiting. It's Dad! Sid? What are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? He is no merchant, but an angel in peddler's clothing. Oh, but tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? I hid the Enterprise but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. Aye. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monetarists and the Crystal Braves. Kurthus. Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Uldar to the Monetarists and their cronies. Eat the rich. You may be certain they will seek to defame you both here and in other city-states.
I know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and her allies, no matter what the monstrous claim. Master Turripin, I know not what to say. Now that father would labour to believe, but enough talk. You must go, Master Alphino. Your airship awaits. I love Pippin. Pippin's great. Up! There's no rest for the righteous. Sad boy. We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Horchefant. Mayhap he will know what to do. Well, I'm convinced that's a real ship. Held together by magic and a lot of dreams. Yes, snooze the ads, please. Thank you. Master Alphino told me your tale, Luna. It warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavour to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. It would be best if I explained in full.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard.
Yep, this is last quest of ARR.
As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The falling snows, or some such.
I want to smooch you, Horchefant. You're such a dork.
All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Forton. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence.
You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Greetings, madam. Shall I show you inside? Several cutscenes. Here we go again. Elfina? Luna? Is it really you? Oh, no cry. I'm so happy that you are... No cry. I tried contacting Minfilia and the others, but no one would respond. And the Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Flamin told me to run, and so I did. I ran, and I ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached. But I lost my way and then... Fortunately, I've observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Ready? Ah, yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. And it's because the developers have finally finished the model for Al-Ra. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Yugiri found me, we travelled to Vesper Bay and met up with Eorzea. When we told him what had happened, he used his magic to weave a glamour around the Waking Sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. Transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Eorzea started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, so we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for other scions even as we speak, but we have met with no success as yet. I'd hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. But you should know the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Be that as it may, we yet have cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet still stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts, and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the Scions restored to their rightful place of honour. I want to smooch her.
'Tis all my doing.
And cue Alphino's crisis.
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty.
Remember, he is like 16 years old. Just remember that.
I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. 'Twas all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphino.
So, Master Alphino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you?
Coco.
What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alphino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight.
Aish.
Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
Baby? No.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orshfon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity.
Tataru's crocodile tears. Damn Earth.
Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
And there it is. The end of ARR. It's over! On to Heaven's Ward! Perfect use.
To all of my children, in whom life flows abundant, to all of my children, to whom death hath passed his judgment, the soul yearns for honor, and the flesh the hereafter. Look to those
Hello, Cam Clark.
who walked before,
Bob Johnson.
those who walk after. Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free, walk free, walk free. Believe the land's alive.
so beweave. Eevee. Sorry, I do like this song a little bit.
Now open your eyes while our plight is repeated. Still deaf to our cries, lost in hope we lie defeated. Our souls have been torn and our bodies forsaken, bearing sins of the past, for our future is taken. Born of strife, these trials dissuade us not. Words without sound, these lies betray our thoughts. By a plague of devil and cheat lords.
I run an ad now since we're on credits. It's fine.
To a memory of scorn. Tell us why, given life, we are meant to die. Help us in our cry. Witness, suffer, borrow, reason, follow, suffer, wonder, listen, whisper, shoulder, Thy life is a riddle to bear rapture and sorrow, to listen, to suffer, to entrust unto tomorrow. In one fleeting moment from the land of life glow, yet in one fleeting moment for a new gift doth grow. In the same fleeting moment thou must live, die, and know.
Dances is such a good song. I'd love to hear like an updated version with the new female singer that they have. For a lot of reasons. 14 fans will know.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Now Brialis is no more. The ardor was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should be rightfully be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. They are of one mind. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. Dun dun dun! I have answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make mine intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. Ooh, what's Eorzea up to? My boy. My boy.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north. Their hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed heaven's ward.